Just imagine for a second, one single company that's the engine behind almost every major AI breakthrough that's happening right now. We're talking ChatGPT, self-driving cars, all those giant data centers that basically run our entire digital world. Well, that company is Nvidia. And today, we are going to unpack what is driving this absolutely incredible story.
So that brings us to the big question, right? The one that's probably on your mind, especially when you see that stock price just shooting for the moon. Is it too late to get in? Have we missed the boat? Or is this rocket ship just getting started? Let's figure it out. The best way to really get your head around Nvidia is with this analogy. Think about it like this. We are in the middle of a massive global AI gold rush. And while everybody else is out there trying to find gold, building the next big AI app, Nvidia, well, they're the ones selling all the picks and shovels. They're selling the essential tools everyone needs to even start digging.
Okay, so let's get into what this company actually is. Because look, to understand if it's a good investment, you have got to understand the business first. A lot of people, they still think of Nvidia as just a company that makes stuff for video games. And yeah, that's where they started, but that's their past. What they are today and what they're becoming is so much bigger.
It really all boils down to this one piece of tech, the GPU, which stands for Graphics Processing Unit. Now, these things were originally built to make video games look amazing, right? But it turns out their real superpower is that they can do thousands and thousands of calculations all at the same time. That makes them the perfect, and I mean perfect brains for the insane amount of work it takes to build and run the AI models we have today.
So who's buying all these brains? Well, here's the crazy part. It's pretty much everyone who's anyone in tech. We're talking the entire foundation of AI infrastructure. Those massive data centers, cloud computing, self-driving cars. And get this, even the absolute giants, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they all rely on Nvidia's chips to power their biggest AI dreams.
And all of that demand, that dependency, it has led to this, an absolutely mind-blowing market value of over $3 trillion. To give you some perspective, that is bigger than the entire economy of most countries on Earth. That number alone just tells you everything you need to know about the scale and importance of this one single company.
So the big question is, how on earth did we get here? Let's look at the numbers behind all this hype, because the story they tell is, frankly, unbelievable.
Just look at the stock's performance. It's been nothing short of explosive. I mean, in just the last year, the price has more than doubled. This isn't some slow, steady climb. No, this is a rocket launch, a vertical surge that shows you just how incredibly confident investors have become.
And let's be super clear, this is not just stock market hype. It's all being driven by the actual business doing incredibly well. We're talking about a 65% increase in revenue year over year. For a company this big, that is not normal growth. That's what we call hypergrowth, and it is almost unheard of at this scale.
So what's behind this explosion? It really comes down to three main things. First, you've got the AI boom, which created this massive worldwide hunger for their chips. Second, companies are pouring billions into building data centers, and Nvidia absolutely dominates that market. And third, their financials are just insane. It's not just the huge revenue, it's that they have these incredibly high profit margins, which means they turn a ton of that money straight into profit.
Okay, but we have to talk about the other side of this. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and before you even think about putting a single dollar into this, you absolutely need to understand the big risks here.
The one word you need to burn into your brain is volatility. Now, if you're new to this, it just means the stock price can swing wildly. I mean, huge jumps up and huge drops down in a very short amount of time. Any stock that can go up this fast, believe me, it can come down just as fast.
Which leads to the elephant in the room. Is this stock just way too expensive right now? Well, one way we can look at this is something called the PE ratio. Nvidia's is sitting up over 40. A more typical, average stock, maybe around 25. So what does that mean? It means you're paying a huge premium based on massive hopes for its future growth. If that growth slows down even a tiny bit, that stock price could get hit, and hard. And there are other things you've got to keep on your radar, for sure. You've got competitors like AMD and Intel who are working hard to catch up. There's also the risk that we're in a bit of an AI hype bubble that could pop. And of course, if the whole stock market takes a downturn, you can bet a high flyer like Nvidia is coming down with it. So, all right, you've got the incredible growth on one side and these pretty significant risks on the other. How in the world are you supposed to think about all this? Let's try to build a simple way to frame your own decision.
Honestly, it all comes down to which of these two people you are. On one side, you've got the long-term believer. This is someone who truly believes in the future of AI, who's in this for years, not just a few months. They have the stomach to watch the stock dip and not freak out. Then you have the other side, the short-term gambler. This person is just looking to make a quick buck, and you have to be really careful here, because that volatility we talked about, it could easily make you panic and sell at the absolute worst moment.
At the end of the day, this is probably the most important thing to remember. Buying Nvidia stock right now, it's not just buying a piece of a company. It's really making a direct bet on the entire future of artificial intelligence itself.
And that leaves us with the one question you have to ask yourself. As you look out at the future, at where AI is going, and Nvidia's role in all of it, do you think you're still early, or are you already late to the party? That, my friends, is the multi-trillion-dollar question.